That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Back 25. Hey, we got four down. Gun. 39. 21. Go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Now it's Ryan. Throw right side caught by Ridley. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Baltimore Ravens, what a game they were in at Kansas City last week. Did lose it 27-24, but a heck of a game. And for the Ravens at 7-6, they're still in control of that 6th seed in the AFC.
And that's all that matters, okay? You lose the ball game, but as long as you're still in playoff position and you get to control your own fate, you have to feel good about that. Lamar Jackson had his 4th NFL start, continues to look good in spots, especially when he's running the football. In fact, Baltimore rushed for over 200 yards in 3 games with him as the starter coming into that one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, wait. Everyone got four down.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 2nd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Tuesday. 22. Space.
Here's Ryan to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
4 down. Ready. Hey, Tuesday.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running. the field.
And the Ravens taking the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Bruce Irvin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson trying to lay one up deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready! Back 25! 22! Gun! 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 Hey, South! Gun! Gun! On! Get up!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Terrell Suggs coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half.
Let's go.
We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Hey, Tuesday. You ready? 39. Gun! You can't block me. You can't. 21. Go!
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Ryan now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
36. Gun! 39. Hey. 11. Watch twist. Hey, Tuesday. Tuesday.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would meant that there was an incompletion, they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
39.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now here come the Ravens. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Nifty footwork at the 45. And it's complete. It's Alex Collins. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. on 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Going deep for Montgomery. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, let's go. Hey, gun. Alert. Look out. 41 right, right here, 41 right.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready. 21. Hey, right hash. Look out.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. But before the game, you and I were looking at some of the highlights from last week, and one of the top plays was certainly that 99-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry.
Not only was it a top play, it's going to be memorable, and again, not just for 99 yards, which is enough of a reason to remember it, but it's the way he got it done. I mean, how about him knocking over people, stiff-arming people? I mean, it was an incredible, strong run. Tony Dorsett, who actually held the record before Derrick Henry, he hit him up on social media, gave him a little dap, a little congratulations. What a play.
Yeah, those are the only 2 guys to have a 99-yard touchdown run. Incidentally, both of them Heisman Trophy winners as well.
And a friend of ours on social media, he sent out a post that said, and with that run, Derrick Henry locks up his 2nd Heisman Trophy.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Detroit!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, 50 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready! 25! Hey, express! Space, space. Get up! 54, south!
On 1st down, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Gun! 11. Get up!
From the gun, it's Ryan. Powering forward, connects with Sanu right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, south! 39. Right! Go!
To throw again is Ryan. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, gun. Hey, express. Ready, like 25.
Ryan. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's got his man on the crossing route. He got 29 yards that time.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 10 yards out, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Space. Space. Left. Go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Back 25. Right. Let's see it.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
21. Gun.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by